Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch for another Sideshow unboxing and review. This is a 6-scale Imperial probe droid from Sideshow. This is, again, another older piece. We're kind of doing some flashback reviews here on the channel lately. I've been going back and getting some of these really nice pieces by Sideshow. So this is from Empire Strikes Back, and I just thought this would go really well with my snowtroopers. I actually got mine from Display Heroes in a trade, and it was on BST, but I buy my custom stands from this guy all the time, so if I can give him a shout out, I definitely will. So make sure that you find him on Etsy. Taking a look at the box, it is kind of your simplistic style Sideshow / Star Wars box. Nothing really to write home about here. On the bottom it just says sideshowcollectibles.com, Imperial Probe Droid. I couldn't find anywhere on the box or in the instructions of like what year this came out, but this is the first rendition of this droid. They did 2 runs of this, and the difference between the two is that this one comes with that actual snow base. The other one's just like a black dome. So getting it onto the table here, it's in some styrofoam, and we have all of the pieces out here. I've heard that this is a very delicate and very fragile piece, so we're going to be very careful. We do have the instructions, thank the Lord, because I was like, where does everything go here? We do have the base here, and it's like this snowy rock base. I really like this a lot. It looks a little yellowish, like it could be more white, but maybe it's because of the age. But here on the left is like the dome, and then this goes over it. So with the newer one, you just get that black dome. But then this just slides right over. And then the stand kind of pegs into there too. But yeah, it looks really nice. I like it a lot. It's going to really add to kind of the Hoth theme that I have going on in Empire Strikes Back case. So that's going to look really good there. Then we have the poles that come with it. And it actually comes with this black one. But Display Heroes was awesome enough to send a transparent one, I guess you'd say. One that you know doesn't really take away from the figure itself. So that's going to look a lot better, I think. Unpacking some of the pieces here, you got the head of the droid with all of the lenses, the antennas, and everything going on. It's like a hollow piece. There's really not much to this figure at all. Very flimsy, delicate. You got the moving pieces going on here. You got some nice weathering going on. You have the antennas that do, you know, go up and down, so that's really cool too. But yeah, very lightweight, very, I don't want to say cheap, but at the same time, there's not much to this thing at all. And then we have the base that the head sits on. Again, it's got some nice paint apps, it's got some nice chips and weathering going on in the machine here, or in the droid. And then here on the side, you can see just all of the compartments. And on the bottom, you can see where the legs get plugged in. And they each do have a number, so you know where all of these legs get plugged in. And these are what is extra delicate on the figure. They have like these nice like shocks. These are very delicate too, and they can come undone, so you just got to be careful that you don't like break this thing. But yeah, they just peg in right there, and they got some like clamps on the I guess you'd say like the hands as well. But taking a look at the base, let's just get a closer look. You can see all of the detail in the rock, as well as like the paint applications in the snow. Just a really nice stand here for this figure to kind of stand on, and it really does put it in the Hoth environment. So yeah, we got the moving lenses here that articulate. We got the articulating antennas, and then of course we have the articulating hands. And when we put that all together, we get the droid. But first, this is also the button for the battery. It does take button cell batteries. I don't have any of those, unfortunately, so I was not able to test if these lights work or not. It's kind of a bummer because it does have sound and lights, and I wanted to hardwire this into the rest of my stuff, but fortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. But here it is on the stand, all put together. This thing looks really cool. And I know like this was only in the movie for maybe a minute. But nonetheless, like this is still something that I think any hardcore Star Wars fan, any OT Star Wars fan should have in their display. And I think it looks great. And I'm looking forward to putting this in the shelf and kind of seeing where it fits. The height is really close to being too tall, so I actually did trim just a little bit off of this acrylic rod here so that it would fit in the display. And here's what the display is looking like right now, and looking pretty good, I think, here. But so we have the droid coming in, and then we have Chewie coming in. So I'm actually gonna put the droid in and then make room for Chewie while we're at it, since he's hopefully coming in this year. So this is kind of what I went with. Let me know what you guys think. We got everything lit up. I'm pretty happy with this. I like the snowtroopers kind of surrounding the droid in the back there. And then on the left, that's kind of where Chewie's going to go. But you can kind of get a glimpse of what this looks like surrounded by other 6-scale figures and just the size comparison. It's a pretty big piece. And this was like the one shelf, Empire Strikes Back, where I didn't really have a huge piece. You know, I do have Han and Carbonite, but, you know, the Return of the Jedi, we have the Han and Carbonite, we have Jabba. A New Hope, we have the Dewback, and even Return of the Jedi, we have the speeder bike. So, like, kind of getting some bigger pieces now to show off in the Empire Strikes Back display. So, let me know what you guys think. How does this display look? What do you think about the probe droid? Is it something that you might still try to look for? Right now, it's obviously sold out, but you can find it on eBay. It is a little bit more of a pricier piece, but, you know, it looks really good in the display. So, let me know what you think. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that bell, and until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.